Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. This one is very cringe, and I'm sure you guys are aware I should have done like a video eventually on this topic, but this one's definitely spiraling out of control as you have nurses following this trend where when they lose a patient, like you pretty much can see there based on the picture that they have this once when they end up losing a patient, they end up doing a TikTok video which is so cringe. They feel like they're gonna pass out themselves. They're in shock. Like they're completely like saddened by the situation. They feel depressed. But all of it just seems like an act. Like it just seems like they're being immature about the situation. It's unprofessional. Like it's unethical. The way they're handling the situation, like the priority is to think about your job rather than TikTok while you're in the middle of the situation. And it seems like they're really making a joke. And this one was the one that went viral. And although whether you try to help the patient or not, at the same time, it seems like there are people who just not willing to trust you after seeing this video because it just makes them seem like unreliable and immature. And that gives people an idea thinking that way, and you personally don't blame them because when you trust somebody, you want to be sure they take every situation seriously, which it doesn't seem like she is by making this video. I'll show you the other trends, the other people that have been following it. Obviously, she's waiting for sex until marriage, and she's trying to look up the signs of heart attack. See, all of this is simply just people looking for clout. And one thing what makes them so brazen is they're willing to do this in the middle of their job. They have the audacity to do this in the middle of the job as if nothing is going to happen, like they're still going to be able to remain there, as if they won't get fired. They're not thinking about what could happen afterwards, the aftermath. It just goes to show that they've been on TikTok longer than they've been doing their job. Or they like TikTok more than the job. They feel that their job is not as important as TikTok. And that's something that the mindset that they have. Like maybe they feel like, this is just my opinion, maybe they feel doing these videos is much more valuable. It takes much, it has, their time is more valuable on TikTok rather than working as a nurse or working at the hospital. Both at the same time. But even though, like, wouldn't it be a lot easier to make money off the current job that you've been hired to do, that you're capable of doing? Because TikTok, like, it does take, although it's true, it is a lot easier compared to other sites to become more popular, to gain more views. But that stuff takes tons of loads of time in order to make a profit. Because you have to be at a certain level, you have to work at a certain pace to grow your content, to grow your your popularity, to grow your reputation in order to be able to make a profit and in order to gain validation. But this is not the way to handle it. They feel like for the women, whether they don't care or not, there are men who do this too, but it's mainly females because they feel like, and I noticed this with TikTok, I think maybe I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, that it's usually the females that get loads of attention because it's mainly because they have like a certain appeal that attracts the viewers, male viewers, I presume. So, but they try to use that as part of their advantage to welcome their viewers and be able to agree with them, and maybe that if they show off their looks as much as possible, if they keep appearing on camera, then that's how they're gonna spark their like content and grow further. And then and unfortunately that's how they're able to get approval, is simply by showing themselves off more often or not, and trying to make themselves look more appealing. But I'm not too sure what's so appealing. They just look like regular women, so. But that's how they look at it, based on their mentality. But again, it's really embarrassing too if you think about it, because some people need to realize whoever that patient was, like the patient that lost their life, that passed, the family members are gonna want they're gonna want to hear from the doctor. They're gonna hear from these nurses, because it seems like how the family looks at it, the people that are close to them, they're gonna look at it as if they're actually teasing and making fun of their loved ones, especially the patient they're related to. That patient that was passing has a family member that is gonna worry, and they're gonna be concerned, and they're definitely gonna want some answers, whether it's from the nurse or from the hospital, whoever is in charge, because they feel like even if it may not entirely be the hospital's fault, at the same time they should be responsible. And they're going to ask what the meaning behind this was, if that they should be able to train their employees. They should be able to train them to be more efficient, to not take life as a joke, and whatever is important should be handled mandatory. It's always mandatory to handle these patients with sincere care, and to be fair to the people around them, and to try to be more compassionate, which clearly shows in the videos they're not. It's just a fake expression. Is their way of expressing themselves that they just want more views rather than care about the person that lost their life, or for the patient that they're taking care of, because that's what they're doing. And unfortunately, whether it doesn't apply to TikTok, some people don't realize there are patients that are abused by these doctors and nurses while they're in a comatose. And whether they don't upload a video, sometimes they will do a video, but it doesn't always have to apply with TikTok. They don't always post on TikTok. They can do it outside of TikTok. They can either record it, or they do it outside recording, or the security footage that captures the scenario. But again, with these trends, honestly, this is TikTok we're talking about. I would not be surprised if this continues to create a cycle where the young people, if they're in this kind of workplace, and it manifests in their brain, where it gets to the point that they feel like, consider how much they like TikTok, they feel impressionable, they are influenced by these people, and they feel they want to capture that moment so they can be noticed as well, and somehow become just as popular or even more popular. But at the same time, by making this video, I'm giving people the advice to try and avoid being in this situation and trying to better themselves, and that clout is not always important. That if you really want clout, try to make an effort and do something creative, and not try to do this in the midst of your workplace, or at the wrong place at the wrong time, that I always say. So, but whether you guys agree or not, but I can't really force it upon you, but you should be able to decide for yourself. But at the same time, you need to be smart about it. And again, hope you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.